Aloha everyone! Today we're here with Ryan from Lost in Cold to discuss their latest Grasshopper book, Kill the Past. Ryan, do you want to say something to our audience?
Yeah, let's give a quick intro. So hi, yeah, I'm Ryan from Lost and Cult. I'm the marketing director for the company. You may have seen some of our books around, like the Handheld History or the Lock-On books. And obviously, very recently, Kill the Past, 25 years of Grasshopper manufacture. And I'm talking into a phone, which is pretty cool. I love it. I wish every interview had this. I need these.
Thank you, we're really proud of our gimmick. Now, the first question I want to ask you is, how did this collaboration came to be? How did Grasshopper Manufacture come into contact with Lost in Cold?
Yeah, so I mean, we've been fans for a very long time, obviously, of all of their work. It kind of is the sort of games and the kind of aesthetic and the kind of like very artful, very important games that we kind of gel with Lost and Cult. Like, we are not the kind of people that are just playing anything and everything. The games that we are covering are stuff like, I mean, for previous games we made books of Stable, Immortality. It's a very arty, very cool game. And so Suda 51 and Grasshopper's games have always been very important to us personally. So I think it was just like a mission statement of John, who runs Lost and Cult, that was just like, we need to work on Grasshopper. We need to. I think he's probably been wanting to do it for years and years, reaching out to anyone and everyone that had any kind of contact with them. I actually don't know who that actual intro point was. He probably was contacting everyone, but eventually got to that point. And I think also we're benefited by that. A lot of our books, our audience is actually the industry. So like people like Kojima.
Did you like it?
Actually buy a Lost and Cult's books already and have them in the back of the shelf. So we have that. I think over the years we've built up enough sort of prestige with our other existing books that conversation became easier, and like, look at this, look what we've done before, let us do that for you. And here we are, finally happening.
Thank you for the answer. Another thing I wanted to ask you was, you've discussed interviews for the book. Could you tell us some of the names that will appear as interviewees?
Yes. Yeah. So at the moment we're in this stage of confirming some other names, right? But obviously, first and foremost, Suda 51, very involved in this project. Like, I think it's important to stress that this is not an unofficial book. It's not this weird little licensed book on the side. It is like a straight up official. We're making it in collaboration with Grasshopper Manufacture. Obviously, it is licensed. It's not like they're making it. I'm saying that just in case we accidentally put something in there that gets in trouble. It's our fault. Sorry. Yeah. So I think obviously Suda 51, big part of the process. Talking to lots of people involved in the studio as well, both current and in the past, and for the past. So I can't name any specific names right now because we need to get confirmation. But like producers, designers, concept artists, lead people behind most of the main games you'll think of when you think of Grasshopper Manufacture, but also quite interestingly, some names from outside of Grasshopper Manufacture. So some heads or some members of other companies that they've worked with or been involved with in the past, and even some of their friends, even some of their outside, like, different development friends that you may know for having made other games. Spoken to them, which is all amazing. Like, very. Our goal really is to have I'm talking to the comprehensive experts, of course, but our goal is to have a comprehensive history of Grasshopper Manufacture as much as you can possibly do in a licensed product. And I think our history with our other books speaks for itself. Like, we really are going in depth. We're focusing on everything and anything. Yeah, lots of people. That was a long PR answer, but lots of people. Yeah.
No, thanks again. Let's just say some of those teases will be understandable by our audience. Funnyman, do you have any question for our guest?
So, of course, we've heard a lot about Grasshopper Day, which is great. This is a wonderful year for Grasshopper. It's really nice to see the company flourishing again, Suda succeeding, his project, all his work. But I would like to know, too, about the individual people that are making this possible. So could you tell us about your experience in the gaming industry, how you got into Lost and Cult, things like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I should first and foremost say that I am not the person most responsible for this book. So just to give them a shout, like, Blake Hester is the project manager of this book. previously from Game Informer. He's absolutely killing it, like absolute pro. Like this book is beautiful. We have some of the best designers in the world as well working on this book. Really incredible stuff. For me personally, I have only been with Lost and Cult for a year now. I joined as marketing director, but also to set up and run our new publishing label, which more info on that in the near future, hopefully. The Cool Original Publishing, because my background is from publishing, so my last job was Super Rare Games, which is best known for doing like physical Switch games and physical PS5 games. I was helping there sign games and marketing and businessy stuff, biz devy things. Was there for several years. Before that was at Numbskull Games, where we did like physical releases of Deadly Premonition Origins. Actually, if you've ever seen the physical edition of Deadly Premonition Origins with Jim Sterling on the front, that was me. You're welcome. There's only 3 of them in the world. Good luck finding one on eBay. And before that, I was a video game journalist. So it's kind of weird that I was a video game journalist who was super anti-publisher. Like, oh, I was a publisher. And now I am one of those dirty publishers. So you live long enough to become the villain. Yeah.
Well, you can always change things from the inside, so we can hope that you're working to resolve your criticisms. If not, you're working to make them worse, which is equally funny. Alright, so we're going to talk about how you can empty your bank accounts into his wallet.
Yes, me personally, I will take all of the money. I won't.
You should have it.
Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, I appreciate it. Cool, yeah, so here's your little info bit about Grasshopper Manufacture book for the past. I'm sure you've seen it around already. Beautiful work. Please look at our other books as well if you want sort of an example of what this book will look like. We always are in this weird thing if we have to show like renders and what the pages look like. I promise, look at some of our other books, you're going to see what kind of quality, even to the point that our workers are so crazy that they are like finding different paper sources and flying out, feeling the paper. Literally, they do this, feeling the paper. No, it's not good enough. I'll fly somewhere else. I'll feel some more paper. Really cool job. But so we really have like the highest quality. Like we pride ourselves on being a very prestigious studio with very prestigious books. So the book has launched right now, in fact, and the campaign will be live until October 18th. You will want to be quick though, because while we have a standard edition, we also have a deluxe edition, which includes literally 4 separate essay books on different games from Grasshopper Manufacture. So literally completely full books within their own right, analysing and talking deep dive about each individual game, and they are exclusive to the deluxe edition. All comes in a big black beautiful box with some other goodies inside as well, lots of cool collectibles. And what's more, the first 1,000 orders, and I think at time of recording we're about halfway through that, the first 1,000 orders has a book plate installed inside, which is signed by 651. It doesn't cost any more, it's just the first 1,000 get that option. Yeah, but that deluxe edition only available during the campaign period. Once that campaign ends October 18th, we'll continue selling the standard edition because preservation is very important to us. We want to make sure that the information is actually accessible long term. But the deluxe edition with all those goodies, that's your lot. So yeah, make sure to go grab it at lostandcult.co.uk and go and give these people a lovely big hug as well, actually. So yeah.
Alright, you heard it here first or last, depending on what order this video is released in. Give him your money. I was one of the first people to pre-order the book, so if you can't afford this, you're poor compared to me and I don't like you. So give them money. You're supporting Lost in Cult, you're supporting preservation, and most importantly, you're supporting Grasshopper Manufacture and the continued success of Suda51. If you don't care about that, I don't know why you're watching this video. You should probably dislike it and unsubscribe. I'll see you later, everyone.
Bye, everyone, and thanks again, Ryan.
Yes. Thank you very much, everyone.
Paradise Hotel 51 is very nice, motherfuckers.